Welcome back to the Northern Nerd Network. My name is Dan Schessel, and this week we are heading back to Shades of Grey Tattoos and Collectibles to talk to Shane Turgeon about the Edmonton Collector Con and the Edmonton Expo. Now, Shane is one of the founding members of the Edmonton Expo, and he's also the event organizer, the main event organizer for the Edmonton Collector Con. And so we had this great conversation about those two big events that are happening right here in the city of Edmonton. And so we really wanted to sit back and, just give you that whole conversation, really more of an uncut version of that. And so I really hope you guys enjoy this. So I'm just going to go over to Shades of Grey with Shane Turgeon. Now, you got a lot of events that go on in the store. Can you tell me about some of those things?
Yeah, well, we've kind of slowed down a little bit, but we used to host a lot of different art shows. We used to have collector events and things like that where, we'd have a G.I. Joe day on and people could come in and we'd play like a specific movie or documentary based on a particular toy line. And unfortunately, my schedule has just gotten so crazy that I haven't been able to really continue that sort of a stuff. But I am very involved in other events. I'm the co-founder and the general manager of the Edmonton Expo, which is our big comic book convention here in Edmonton. So I'm working on that throughout the year, and I'm also the founder and the director of the Edmonton Collector Con, which is a smaller show that happens 3 or 4 times a year, and it's just dedicated to collectibles.
When does the Collector Con happen?
Our next Collector Con is going to be November 16th. We're just finalizing the contract with a new venue, which will hopefully be our new permanent home, and then we'll be announcing that. And then we're looking at the beginning of March, in and around June or July, and then again back in November for the 2015 shows.
Now, they've announced a few people for the Edmonton Expo here. Who are you most excited excited to meet or see at this event?
Well, I can only talk about the ones that we've announced because we've got a lot of really great surprises still coming for the Expo and a lot of really big names to announce. But personally, I would have to say that as a comic book fan, I really like the creator guests that we bring in, and I'm really excited to be bringing in Mike Mayhew, who's a phenomenal illustrator and cover artist, and we're commissioning him to do some artwork for us as well. So I'm really excited to meet Mike and get a piece of his artwork.
I think Chip Zdarsky, he was just announced, and that's one I'm very excited to meet. I love his books. Sex Criminals.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Even comic I read.
It's the one comic that Trina reads as well.
Yeah, we're very excited to have Chip on board as well. We've got a lot of great creator guests still to announce as well. So I think it's going to be a really, really overall well-rounded show.
What are some of the challenges that you've kind of faced putting on these big events?
There's really not that many challenges that don't just happen at every show, and it's just a matter of trying to find guests who are available and working within their schedules. There's a lot of people that we would love to bring, but unfortunately we can't bring them just because of their schedule. And I honestly, the biggest challenge I think is some of the backlash that we get from the attendees and some of the fans who really have, such high expectations of what we can do, and it just doesn't work that way. And so when people are really negative in response to the things that we post that we're really excited to bring to Edmonton or bring to Calgary, and that negative backlash is really, really, unfortunate to find from a lot of people because, we really are trying to put out our best foot forward with everything, and we wouldn't have any of these kind of events without the fans. But we just, when people aren't appreciative of it, it's kind of a kick to the balls.
I know the culture that we kind of live in with the comment section on internet forums and stuff like that. It's turning that direction, right? And it is sad.
It absolutely, and I mean, I've been involved in nerd culture, since I was a little kid, reading comic books, but professionally since my teens, in terms of being a dealer and being somebody buying, selling, and just loving nerd culture, and it's exploded so much, but. Nerds are probably the biggest group of complainers out of anybody, whether it's about who got cast as Batman or who a show's bringing in or the direction this comic book writer's taking a comic. Man, everybody's got such a negative opinion, and nobody's just thankful for all the good stuff that we get.
But Batman looks awesome. I know Ben Affleck may not be the best, but I mean that costume and the way he looks with that scruff, I mean he looks fantastic.
And at the end of the day, I mean I was disappointed in what really Batman.
I know Daredevil
and after the Daredevil thing, but Ben Affleck is also a nerd.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck loves comic books, so he's probably going to put his heart into making that as cool as he possibly can.
Yeah. you can't really complain too much.
No, I mean, we live in a world where like the nerd stuff is so accepted and so acceptable for just to say like, you know what, I don't care, I love Spider-Man, and you know, people are like, yeah, I love Spider-Man too. 20 years ago, when I was in high school, I used to get thrown in a locker for loving Spider-Man. You know, and now they want to put, you know, now with having potential television shows in development and stuff like that, like they want to put me on TV because of the stuff I used to get beat up for. So we should all, all of us who embrace nerd culture and have for years, we should all be very thankful for where it's gone and where it's taken us.
And it really has turned a big corner. As for that, anyways.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, like Avengers is a #1 box office movie. Batman's a #1 box office movie. Spider-Man's a #1 box office movie. Guardians of the Galaxy is going to blow everything away, you know, and like the fact that we get Rocket Raccoon on screen, we should just be like, wow, this is, you know, what a great world that we live in now.
And get to watch Groot just say, I am Groot, over and over again.
You know, and in turn, we should then go back and, you know, hopefully the people who are seeing these are then going to go back and buy comic books. Because I think it's crazy that the comic book industry is dying, but the movie franchise is blowing up. The comic book convention industry is blowing up. But the actual comic book industry itself, man, people need to be going out and reading more comic books.
I still get my fix of comics every Wednesday. It's
absolutely. That's
absolutely fantastic. Well, it really helps and ties it over till the next big movie comes out, really.
For sure, yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's like, you know, the movies are great, but it's the ongoing stories that really is what develops it.
And that's where they're bringing all the stories from anyways.
Exactly.
So where can people find the shop here?
We are located at 10444 82nd Avenue on the 2nd floor. So we're right above Yanni's Greek Restaurant, which is next door to Julio's Barrio. Most people know where Julio's is. So that's what we always tell people. We're next door to Julio's and upstairs.
Now, where can people find you on the web?
They can find us at shadesofgraytattoo.com. Yep. If you're interested in the other stuff, you can find us at edtoyshow.com for the Edmonton Collector Con, edmontonexpo.com for the Edmonton Expo, obviously. And if you're interested in more about me, you can visit my site, tattoosandtoys.com or shaneturgeon.com.
And how about the book?
The book will be released in April 2015, and you can find that at theforceandtheflesh.com.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I hope everybody out there enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to know more information, and trust me, they've made some more announcements for the Edmonton Expo, and it's super exciting. If you're not going, you really should look into going, because it's one of the premier events in the city. So you guys check that out. Also, you know, you guys can check out the Northern Nerd Network by going to, that's right, our website. We have a website, northernnerd.com. You guys can also find us on Twitter at northern_nerd. You can also find us on YouTube, where you guys can subscribe to this channel. We really do encourage everybody out there to subscribe. That'd be awesome. Subscribers are a good thing. Also, if you guys would like to find us on Facebook, we are there. We're on Google+, if you guys want to find us there. You guys can also find us on thepulppress.com. All right. I just want to make sure that I thank you guys, everybody out there, so much for watching these videos. We really do appreciate every one of you guys. If you guys would like to leave us any comments or, you know, anything you guys would like to, you know, make mention on the show, you guys can email us at northernnerdnetwork@gmail.com. And we always love to hear from you guys. It's always fantastic anytime you guys write to us. So feel free, do that. Let us know how we're doing if you guys would like to know anything more. We also have an event calendar on our website. And if you guys have any upcoming events that you guys would like to make mention on that calendar, you guys just email us and we will put it up there. It's that simple. All right. I want to thank everybody again out there for watching this video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I could do this. I could do this. I can do this. I can't do this. I can't do this.